You're watching Money9's Daily Market Dose, Corporate Central, where we get you the everyday pulse of the corporate world from all the big headlines to tracking the fluctuations in the market. We get you all of these highlights on this show. Let's find out what took place in the corporate world today. First up, Adani Green Energy, the renewable energy arm of Adani Group, is looking to raise about $500 to $700 million through a qualified institutional placement or other modes. A part of the funds would be used for the company's capex plans apart from paring debt. And also talking about the hearing in Supreme Court in the Adani Hindenburg case, SEBI reiterated its plea for 6 more months to investigate the matter, saying that adequate time is required to ensure justice. The court had earlier given it 2 months for the probe on March 2nd. SEBI also rejected a claim by a petitioner that it had been investigating the Adani Group since 2016. It said that none of the Adani listed companies was part of the 51 investigated in the issue of GDRs. This created a political row as the Finance Ministry said that it stands by its 2021 reply in the Lok Sabha that the SEBI was investigating the Adani Group. Indian Airlines may find it harder to take loans as banks have become cautious to lend to the sector after Jet Airways and now Go First filed for bankruptcy. Lenders are asking for increased collateral or promoters to pledge more personal holdings to access loans. Creditworthiness of the sector was improving after Tata Group acquired Air India and with strong performance from Indigo, but it has become highly negative after the bankruptcy filing by Go First. In more news, NCLAT said that it will pass an order on the plea challenging the admission of Go First's insolvency on May 22nd. The government is all set to approve the chip-making plan of the Vedanta-Foxconn joint venture under the $10 billion Indian semiconductor mission. This will pave the way for the centre's bid to establish India as a global hub for semiconductors. Vedanta-Foxconn Semiconductors has signed initial pacts with 2 companies for technology transfer, which is US-based Global Foundries and European chipmaker ST Microelectronics. The details of the two have been submitted to the Information Technology Ministry, and the government has asked VFSL to submit details of the binding technology transfer agreement with either of the 2 companies. While beverage maker Coca-Cola has accelerated the sell-off process of its own bottling business under Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages, a dozen senior-level executives have quit over the past few months. 11 executives who have left HCCB were either directly reporting to CEO Juan Pablo Rodriguez or were at the level of vice presidents. HCCB currently operates 16 plants in India. In addition, Coca-Cola has multiple franchisee bottling partners for manufacturing and distribution of its beverages. HCCB reported a net profit of 375.4 crore rupees in FY22 compared to 71.6 crore rupees in the previous year, according to its regulatory filings sourced from Toffler, a business intelligence platform. The bottling company's total standalone income was at 9,147.74 crore rupees in FY22 and went up to 30.6% year-on-year. India was the fastest growing market for Suzuki Motor Corp in the last financial year, and with a spate of launches in the fast-growing sports utility vehicle segment, the Japanese car maker remains bullish about growth prospects here despite global uncertainties. Suzuki, which aims to grow global volumes by 6.2% or 186,000 passenger vehicles in the ongoing fiscal, expects its subsidiary Maruti Suzuki will outperform rivals in the local market and expects India's automobile growth to be between 5 to 7% year-on-year. However, availability issues of semiconductors and a lack of products in the SUV segment did impact Maruti Suzuki's share in the local market. RBI has often urged banks to utilize domestic derivatives infrastructure to mitigate risk from their government bond positions. Well, the largest bond holders in the banking pack are taking heed to this. The establishment of derivatives trading platform by the Clearing Corporation of India in 2015 has played a large role in bringing reluctant public sector banks into the trading fold for derivatives. A broad push towards a defter management of interest rate risk too contributed to this. After this, banks have started creating huge positions in the futures market so that the risk can be reduced. Compared to 0.2% in February 2015, the share of public sector banks in the total trades in MIBOR interest rate swaps, that is IRS, has increased. It has reached 7.6% till March 2023. In the last 8 years, the value of these deals by public sector banks has increased by more than 100 times. The value of IRS deals has increased to 1.2 lakh crore rupees by March 2023 as compared to 875 crore rupees in February 2015. Apart from CCIL's trading platform, the banking regulator RBI has also asked banks to use derivatives infrastructure, which has increased the trading position of banks. Facing pressure in sales of toothpaste and toothbrushes, FMCG major Colgate intends to expand its business beyond oral care. Apart from oral care, the company plans to focus on personal care segment as well. And under this plan, it is being considered to increase the focus on Palmolive brand. Colgate plans to increase the focus on body care segment by 2 times, especially through body wash and hand wash. Also, currently the company sells body wash in the range of 172 to 472 rupees. According to the company, it is a small category and penetration is also less in it currently, which means that there is more potential for growth. To grow the business, company will work on improving the brand, launching new products, improving distribution and focusing on increasing the reach of Palmolive brand. Well, that was all about corporates. Over to some market stocks that were in action today and also analyze the reason behind it. The country's largest multiplex chain PVR Inox touched a 52-week low of 1,403.40 rupees on Tuesday. PVR Inox, which is a new company formed after the merger of PVR and Inox, has declared its results for the first time. And the results have been very disappointing. The company's losses have increased by 3 times even as income almost doubled. Losses in Q4 went up from 95.6 crore rupees 3 times to 285.7 crore rupees. However, the company's income has increased by 111%, that is 2.1 times, to 1,164.7 crore rupees from 552.6 crore rupees, and the company has returned from operating loss to operating profit. The company has also earned a working profit of 26.9 crore rupees as against the working loss of 17.8 crore rupees in the same period last year. The contrast to the poor results, the management's commentary has given some relief to the investors of PVR Inox. The company will add 150 to 175 new screens in FY24. It also said that 50 cinema screens which are making losses will be closed in the next 6 months. Apart from this, the board has also approved to raise 100 crore rupees through NCDs. Maybe that's why at the end of trading, the stock closed with recovery from the day's low. Shares of Vesuvius India hit upper circuit of 20% on Tuesday, May 16th after Q4 results. Within an hour of the start of trading, the stock touched a 52-week high of 2,268.80 rupees. In fact, the company's results have been excellent. The company's income in Q4 has increased by 17.7% from 310.1 crore rupees to 365.1 crore rupees. Meanwhile, the profit has also increased by 83.9% from 23.6 crore rupees to 43.4 crore rupees as the company's operating margin has improved by 4% during the quarter. The operating margin has increased from 10.24% to 14.46%. This company supplies steel industry and other process industries with high-performance refractory materials used in lining vessels such as blast furnaces that can withstand high temperatures or corrosive attack. In India's refractories industry, the company has a market share of about 11%. And shares of SL Group company Dish TV dived up to 4.5% on Tuesday, and the reason is that the minority shareholders have asked the company to convene an extraordinary general meeting. The company said that adding that it is evaluating the request by the shareholders who have a 10.15% stake in the company. This proposed EGM is being considered for reconstitution of the board, which includes the removal of 2 long-term directors of the company, Shankar Agarwal and Rashmi Agarwal. Not only this, these minority shareholders have also asked for the appointment of 3 new directors, K. Badrinarayan, Satish Kumar Yanmandra and Jeet Sen Gupta. In fact, There is a legal dispute between Yes Bank, the largest shareholder of Dish TV, with 24% stake, and the promoter family led by former chairman Jawahar Lal Goel with 4% stake over the board's seats. Earlier in March, the shareholders had cancelled the appointment of 4 independent directors who had joined the board in December 2022. Skipper Limited, one of the world's leading companies in manufacturing of power T&D structures, saw a jump of more than 10% on Tuesday. The stock touched an intraday high of 136.45 rupees during the day, and in fact the company's income in the fourth quarter has been at a record level. In quarter 4, the company's income has increased by 18.9% to 657.4 crore rupees, while the company's exports income has increased by 80% year on year, which has supported the income. Working profit increased by 9.2% from 660.3 to 604.9, but the margin has come down from 11 to 10%, and the profit has come down from 245.6 to 3.4% to 237.2 crore rupees. Apart from this, new orders worth 410 crore rupees have been received in quarter 4, and orders worth 4,137 crore rupees have been received in the engineering product segment so far in 2023, which are at a record level right now. Also, the income of polymer segment has been at the highest level till date on quarterly and annual basis. Well, that's all on Corporate Central today, talking about some important corporate events and triggers which will have the potential to make market impacts. First up, on May 16th, results of JSPL and Airtel released after the market closing to make market impacts. And also globally, on May 16th, US April retail sales and industrial production figures will make market impacts. Followed by also Europe's quarter 1 GDP figures to make market impacts, and on May 17th, results of Jubilant Food, REC, Whirlpool to be out. And talking about May 17th, also results of Sterlite Tech to take place, with the board meeting over capital raising which will be discussed. And Symphony's buyback, which opened on May 3rd, its last day for buyback is on May 17th. Keynes Tech 6-month pre-IPO lock-in to end on May 17th as well. And also watch out for cabinet meeting expected to take place at 10:30 a.m. on May 17th. Also globally, Europe's April CPI figures will be released on May 17th, and expect market impacts as US housing data for April will be released on May 17th as well. Well, that's all on today's Corporate Central, but we'll be back with more new corporate stories tomorrow. See you again, same time. Until then, keep watching Money9.